Right now, you think you're hearing these words in the present moment. You're not. The moment you're experiencing already ended half a second ago. You have never once, not in your entire life, touched the present, and your brain has spent every second since your birth hiding that from you. Sit with that, because it doesn't feel true, does it? Right now feels like right now, solid, immediate, live. That feeling is the lie. And by the end of this, you're going to understand why the person who feels that lie might not be who you think they are. Now, let's be fair. There's an obvious explanation, and it's comforting. Everything you perceive has to travel to reach you. Light from your screen crosses the room. Sound waves take time to arrive at your ears. The world is technically always a little bit old by the time it gets to you. So of course there's a delay. Just physics, distance and speed. Nothing spooky about it. You can relax. The universe takes a fraction of a second to deliver itself to your senses, and you experience it slightly late. Simple, case closed. Except, that delay is almost nothing. Light crosses your room in a few billionths of a second. Sound, in milliseconds. Physics can't explain half a second. The real delay isn't the world reaching you. It's you. Here's where the comfortable answer falls apart. The lag isn't out there in the space between you and the world. It's inside your skull. And compared to anything physics can account for, it's enormous. Because a signal hitting your eye is not an experience yet. It's just raw electricity, a meaningless flicker. Before it becomes something you can see, your brain has to receive it, decode it, weave it together with sound and touch and memory, and finally, hand it to your awareness as a finished moment. All of that takes time. And here's the disturbing part. It takes so much time that if you experienced reality accurately, if you waited for the true, fully processed present, you would be hopelessly, dangerously late to your own life. Think about it. You've caught a glass before it hit the floor. You've yanked your hand off a hot pan before you even felt the burn. You've heard someone call your name across a crowded room and turned before you ever decided to turn. You've hit the brakes before the thought "brake now" finished forming. Every one of those moments, you reacted faster than you could possibly have perceived. So how? If your experience of the world arrives late, how do you ever act in time? The answer is the moment the whole field cracked open. Because when scientists went looking for when an experience actually happens in the brain versus when you become aware of it, they found something that still divides neuroscientists to this day. The experiment itself is undeniable. The interpretation is where it gets dangerous. They found evidence that the brain seems to timestamp events, and not honestly. One of the most debated findings in all of brain science suggests that your brain takes an experience that has already been quietly processing for a fraction of a second and stamps it with an earlier time, a fake now. It backdates the moment. It hands you an old event wearing the mask of a fresh one. Not everyone agrees on what this means. Some researchers think it's been overread. The debate is real, and it's still unsettled. But the implication, if it's true, is almost too strange to hold in your head. Your sense of this instant may not be a window onto the world at all. It may be a reconstruction, assembled after the fact, and then quietly labeled live. And it gets worse, because your brain doesn't just backdate. It edits. Look at anything moving, a car, a bird, your own hand waving in front of your face. There's an illusion, replicated in labs over and over, absolutely rock solid, called the flash lag effect. When your brain tracks a moving object, it doesn't show you where that object actually is. It shows you where the object is about to be. It's showing you the future, a tiny slice of it, constantly, without permission. Now, why does it do this? The leading explanation is genuinely unnerving. Many researchers believe your brain isn't recording reality and playing it back late. They think it's doing something far more aggressive. It's predicting reality, guessing what the next instant will contain, painting that guess directly into your experience, and correcting itself only when the guess turns out wrong. That's how you catch the glass. That's how you turn toward your name. You're not reacting to the present. You're reacting to your brain's prediction of the present. You live one step ahead and one step behind at the same time. And the scene between them, the place where the guess meets the correction, is stitched so perfectly that you have never once seen it. So let's say all of this out loud, slowly, because it changes everything. By the time you become consciously aware of your life, your brain has already begun constructing the experience you call now. The moment you're in was assembled, predicted, timed, edited, smoothed, and then delivered to you as a single, seamless, convincing present. Sight, sound, and touch all travel at different speeds. They reach your brain at completely different times, and yet you never experience the world as a mess of mismatched signals. You experience one clean moment, which means your brain is waiting, gathering the pieces, holding them, forging one unified timestamp so the delay becomes invisible. You are not watching reality. You are watching a production of reality, directed, edited, and scored by something inside your own head that never once asked if you'd like to see the raw footage. And here's the question that should turn your skin cold. If your brain edits your entire experience of the world without telling you, what else is it editing? There's one more thing on the cutting room floor, something so close to you that you've never thought to question it. Because ask yourself, who is watching this edited film? Who is the one experiencing the delayed moment, the predicted present, the forged timestamp? You, the self, the I behind your eyes. But that self, that sense of being a single person here, now, in control, is produced by the exact same machinery. The same slow, predictive, backdating brain that builds your picture of the world also builds your picture of you. The I that feels like it's living this moment is assembled by the same process that runs half a second behind, which means the watcher is as constructed as the watched. You have never met the present, and the you that never met it is being drawn by the same delayed hand. So here is what this was really about. It was never about a half second of lag. It was never really about perception at all. It was about presence. Every face you've ever loved, every sunset, every time someone said your name and you turned, all of it reached you late. All of it was a report, a reconstruction wearing the mask of the moment. You have never touched the world directly. You've only ever met your brain's description of it, delivered a heartbeat after the fact. And the one receiving that description, the self, the you, arrives late too. So maybe you were never quite the person living your life. Maybe you've always been, in some quiet and unshakable way, the person receiving it. An echo, a reconstruction, a prediction of a person, narrated a half second after the event it describes. Not the moment, the memory of the moment, mistaking the replay for the thing itself. So the next time you feel completely, undeniably here, remember that the feeling arrived late. The moment it describes is already gone, and the one who felt it was never quite in time to live it. You are the echo of a person who existed half a second ago, and by the time you understand that, so are you.